And good evening and welcome back to another playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West, live and exclusive here to YouTube. I am your host Swishbone for the remainder of the evening. For those of you who have been meandering around through YouTube and have found on this channel randomly, we're all about live Let's Plays, blind reactions, bad jokes, and generally having fun together with plenty of live banter. And the chat box is open if you want to get involved, get your comments in there. I'll do what I can to get involved, interacting with you as best as I can. For those of you who have been here before for the playthroughs of Horizon Forbidden West, maybe you're watching the recent playthrough for Danganronpa S, perhaps you've been all the way back there with the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei and Danganronpa playthroughs, or maybe you were really old school and were there at the time of Forza 4 and Final Fantasy 7. Either way, a huge welcome back, because without you people, the channel would be active, but it wouldn't be as reactive or interactive. And we're now going to pick up the game where we are going on towards our third part of Gaia. Now, to get started though, we're going to do a semi-side quest, because while I was in the overworld...
I'll go back to base. Call me when you want to resume.
Yeah, we can see right here is Zoe. And the quest is active. So now what we're doing is going to take on a rebel camp together, where it appears to be a rebel camp with a prison, and we're going up into the mountains for it. We'll sort of go across the lake though, so... I mean, I can definitely scum across it, but I'm not sure if she can. Plus, I want to get some eyes on the prize, really. I want to see where we are down at the base. Yeah.
There. The Grimhorns.
And they're not alone.
We'll just have to be smart about this.
I'll follow your lead.
Yeah, there they are, the Grimhorns. Quite far away. So we've got to try and get as close as we can without giving ourselves away. What's this? I thought that was glowing blue like it was rare loot for a moment. Might be my TV, that. And you can see we're in the edge of the... What the hell is that?
This will be over quick with frost ammo.
Frost ammo, huh? Okay. I've got the frost gun, but I thought I had a better one than that, but apparently I don't. That's frustrating. Yeah, that would be good, but not from a distance like now. Yes, they have, and that's fine. There we go, one down. Back into the undergrowth, come on. I said back into the undergrowth, don't hide on a rock. Also weak against frost ammo, rather inconveniently. How is he not seeing her? How is the robot Triceratops not seeing her? Well, the Apex Grimhorn as it's known. Weak against acid, apparently. Right, okay, that could be useful. I know acid will do it. I've already got ammo out for acid.
I'm not giving up.
Damn right you're not giving up. It's got quite a punch, this one. Oh, that's inconvenient. One's just turned up there. Okay, that's good. We're holding this together. Evening Queen, yep, sorry, I do apologise, we're a little distracted here, but yes, you're quite correct, the Sky Drifters, very annoying. All you can do is keep aiming for the weak points and hope for the best. Yes, this is burning, I know. I'm the one who set it on fire. Okay, that's another one dead. That's good. That's fine. That's not very helpful. I ran into a dead end. Your history, pal. Bye-bye. Okay, I just realised I'm quite low on items. Quick change, and that's fine. Yeah, you can dodge fire, but you can't dodge it when it's flamethrowing like that. It's a bit too aggressive, must be said. Meanwhile, Arthur Jack saying, you got a new pair of glasses today, mate. That's awesome. That's so cool. What kind were they? Obviously, I wear quite a lot of glasses, being a bespectacled guy, so... I've worn contacts before, don't get me wrong, but they're kind of annoying contacts. Yeah, Queen, you love the idea of contact lenses, don't you? Definitely not a trigger involving touching the eye. Yes, I'm fine. Stop. Don't worry about me. I know what I'm doing. I've just seen that she's dying. Oh, piss off! Stop fucking knocking me down! Fuck off. Fucking die. Fuck you. That's fine, but what I need to do right now is find the enemy, wherever the fuck it is. Give me that, please. Thank you. Okay, it's gone quiet all of a sudden, so let's keep waiting. In terms of advice to people cosplaying with glasses on, first of all, don't be worried about wearing them. At the end of the day, your eyesight is more important. If you're thinking about wearing them for photos, really simple solution is take them off when you're doing your photo shoots. And just make sure someone's nearby with a glasses case to keep an eye on them for you. That's what I usually do. Because again, I mean, like, while contact lenses are a possible solution, they're not ideal if you don't wear them very often. If you don't wear contacts, then they can be very discomforting to wear. They can also be very difficult to put in first time. I find them a real nuisance at points. Sorry, but that's just cheap. These aerial missile strikes. Well, in that case, I can be equally cheap. Suck on drill damage, you tosser. Fuck you. There we go.
We can keep going. We did it.
We did indeed.
Okay?
We managed it.
A bit winded, but I'll be alright.
I'll grab the course.
Be my guest.
Right, time to go looting a lot of healing items. Because I need it. I need lots of healing. I mean, speaking of cosplays, actually, I received news today from my costumer that one of my custom costumes I've requested to be made for me is done. I'm now just waiting for it to arrive. It's a very special cosplay. I'm looking forward to getting it. It's one that I've kept under my hat for a reason.
You've got the control cores? I can take them from here.
It might even make a debut on stream at one point. I absolutely adore the explosive spikes. They're not... For a green class weapon, they do a brilliant job. They're just wonderfully versatile. They also seem to just pack a massive punch. The only problem with them is that you can't use them unless you stood still. So you have to really time your striking right. But if you get the striking right with the explosive spears, they absolutely tear through enemies like no tomorrow. Absolutely brilliant. Might as well do some more searching while I'm down here in case there's any more things to loot. Right, I better give the course to Zone, actually. I mean, she's been waiting for them rather patiently.
You've got the control cores? I can take...
2 control cores as requested.
Thank you. Gaia showed me a way to scan them and take what we need to update the reboot code. I'll head back to base and get started. When I was a child, there was always enough to eat. The land gods provided for us, and every season we celebrated them. My happiest memories come from those times. Do you really think we can bring them back?
We'll make it happen.
Thank you, Aloy.
I find you...
I need some time to sort through those cores. I should do something else in the meantime.
So you find yourself always running out of the regents for the ammo, Queen. Yeah, that is one of the issues. Making sure you got the ammo is never easy. I always struggle with that. I mean, you see how quickly I thug my way through combat, so having ammo is one of the issues I often face. But that's fine, because again, it means that you're constantly having to push yourself and look around and find new solutions. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there's actually a rebel camp over the water, over here. And as it's a rebel camp, I want to take it out. The only problem is the camps now have got really very difficult, and I need to get some. Yeah, I need to get some resupplies if I can. So that's what I might do. I might quickly find a way back to a campfire and resupply. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, hello. I found something here. What's that? Data partial. Plates. Broken plates. What a stupid thing for a grown man to cry over. Depends on the value of the plates, Rowan, and how rare they are. Eric's parents are coming to dinner, so I went out to get groceries and set that dumb, stupid, second-hand Alfred on a cleaning cycle. And while I was out, it blew a proximity sensor, ripped the shelves off the wall, smashed all our plates, and put a hole through the wall in the living room. I almost broke my arm trying to shut it down. Then I cut my hand picking up pieces of plate, then I bled on the rug, then I automatically called for Alfred. Then I cried for an hour. When did I get so reliant on that damn machine? Eric's never liked having it around. He calls it a parasite. After that pompous ass Ted Farrow. Eric's dad is a big fan of him, of course. In the end, I went down to the lady on 3, the one with all the holocats. She's the one who's got an old manual vacuum cleaner. She loaned me that and some cloths and sprays. Well, now the apartment stinks of vinegar. Ugh. There's a hole in the wall. I have to explain to Eric's parents that I didn't break the machine they gave us, but weirdly I feel a sense of accomplishment. Robots might have taken my job, but at least I cleaned up after this one. Maybe I need to start doing that more. Oh, hell. I think dinner's burning! If that food printer is malfunctioning again, I'm gonna... Data corrupted. Yes, people, the future where everything is made for you conveniently is not as rosy as you think it is. It's actually very annoying, apparently. I've been spotted by a charger. I'd kind of like to kill it. Not that I need the experience, it's more so I can get access to some healing. Because the chances are, they've got some healing in this area. I actually treated myself to a new PS5 game actually outside of Horizon. I've got Gran Turismo 7 at last. The only thing is, it's not really a streaming game. It doesn't really work for streaming in my opinion. But it's fun, I'm enjoying it. Even though I spent literally about an hour and a half getting one of the gold trophies in one of the license tests. Because I want the free cars. Although oddly, the game's been review bombed lately because apparently they've updated the game after launch and made it so that the payouts on certain races is lowered, making it much more difficult to get cars. And if that's the case, I'll be a bit disappointed because it's always telling me, get 100,000 in-game credits for just £2. And I'm like, no, fuck you. Say microtransactions are the bane of gaming existence. You see, I'm playing Horizon Forbidden West. Have I once been able to use a microtransaction to buy a weapon? Have I been able to buy healing? Experience points? Mounts? No. I've had to go into the game and I've had to earn them. And I've had to find them myself. Because that's what you do in a game. You pay 60 to £70 for a game, and then it has the temerity, the barefaced cheek to ask you for more money. Ooh, hello. We have a hunter, a human. Hang on, are they friendlies? They might be friendly. Nope, they're not friendly. Nope, they're not friendly. I'm now in the middle of a crossfire.
I can turn the tables. weapons without ammo are just extra weight.
You came soon enough! This way! We do not forgive.
That's potentially a little overkill. But I don't care. So I've wandered into a random crossfire and now I'm taking everybody out the old-fashioned way. Hello, I'll have that. I never understand why enemies do that. It's like if you played Batman Arkham City, they'd be like, GRENADE! How did that not hit her in the head? Oh dear, it would appear you've just been headshotted. Now, the music's gone peaceful, which tells me that everybody who's hostile is dead. And ironically, I might have just found a campfire, which is kind of useful. Excellent. Let's get that saved. And there's plenty of healing knocking around too, so I'm kind of convenient. I was hoping to resupply by fast travelling from a campfire, but I can now get some from the wild. Which I'd like. Wild treasure is good. Are you not going to talk to me? I've just saved your butts and you're not going to say a word? Is that really the thanks I get for this? Right, well fuck you, I'm taking the loot then. Well, I would not. The rebel conqueror, apparently. Didn't conquer very much. Because I killed it. Not much of a conqueror if you die. Hey, I got a rare item, the golden ingots. Awesome. Oh, I was hoping to go scaling, but never mind. There we are, people. It's not quite a roller coaster, but we're on board it. And how nice it looks.
Something's holding up.
Yes. So there's a camp, there's a rebel camp all the way over there. Quickly go and save the game and then we'll go after it. I want that rebel camp. Unfortunately, because I've killed all the mounts, I've got to go on foot, which is really fucking annoying. But that's my own fault. I made it happen. Oh, hello. If that's a charger. Indeed it is. I might be able to get myself a mount after all. And some healing too.
Just one more, buddy.
There we go. Oh, I spy some loot here. Dankeschön. I'll have that. Ah, I see. It is literally across the water. So I need a crossing point. Okay. Oh shit. I'm not interested in that now, Aloy. I just want to run away! I'm not prepared to fight that. Yeah, campfire. Very edgy music all of a sudden, people, isn't it? It's got really edgy.
Fill up while I can.
Right, now we're going to pretty much resupplied. Okay, why have we suddenly got such bombastic music? Don't get me wrong, I've not got a problem with it. I like it, but I'm just curious. Oh, looks like we're going the wrong way again. Okay, this is the back of the camp, so let's get my mount out of sight, and then we'll start. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Stay there.
Snap loss.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
My side, now that the override's fixed.
That was inconvenient, but luckily we got away with it. That's right, turn back around, don't come this way. You stay right over there. Stay over there.
Gotta use something other than frost.
Right, let's try sneaking up behind them. Here we go. Weak against lightning. That's interesting. Well, I trust it. That's interesting. Right, stay down.
More ammo.
All I heard then was take them down. What's all that about? What the hell's going on over here? Oh, there's a snap more. Seems that defensive machine actually worked really well. Was it rude of me to shoot someone through the skull from behind? Yes. Do I regret it? No. Can't say that I do.
Now's my chance!
Yeah, have a snap more. You gotta love taking out the machines like that. So I've now got a pet machine crocodile. Unfortunately, it's fast running out of time, so soon it's going to turn on me again. I don't want that to happen. I really don't want the Snapmaw turning on me out of nowhere. It's not a good look. It's not the easiest thing to deal with. I can't believe how long I was able to chase that thing for on foot. It was amazing. I was able to just keep stalking around it.
My pack has room.
Yeah, so I'm not too far away from this place now. And yet, I've just been slaying mindless enemies because they've always got in my way. Right, so we're going up here, up the hill by the looks of it. Thank you, I'll have that. More resources are always good. Apparently there's a campfire over here somewhere. There it is, right by the road. Perfect. Ah, excellent. I finished my coffee off before it went cold. I was worried I hadn't done that. Yeah, today's been a productive day for me because I was in the office. So it meant I started work at 7 AM, finished at 3. And I've literally been travelling, I've been to the gym, I've done all kinds of stuff. I've actually been really, really productive today. Right, it looks like... Yes.
Rebels. Just like that Tanakh soldier said.
That's what I thought,
What are they
yeah.
doing in these ruins?
So now that I'm miles up high... Time to start sniping.
Who goes there? No more hiding! Here!
I've been spotted.
Be ready! I saw her go in there!
There's something about spooking them, so they start running around the place that I always find funny.
She could be in that grass. We find her now. Starting the search! You sure this is the place? Really? No.
They're looking for me.
I'm not surprised you just shot one of them in the back of the head. I'd be looking for you too if I was them.
Fight me! I see you, Laura!
Pain subsiding.
Thank you. Someone has explosives.
Now, where are you?
Oh, right where I can see you, but you can't see me. Question is, can I sneak up here? Because if I can, I might be able to find things. You know, Avian jumping in saying you had to finish a test course at work, which was boring. Yeah, I've had to do that occasionally. It's not much fun, but hey ho, at least it's done now. So how are you doing? You had a good day so far apart from that? Now that was a headshot. Consider yourself sniped. So essentially what I'm trying to do here is pick off enemies from a distance, because they have a rather annoying habit of being able to absolutely murder you up close, no matter what your level of your character is. So by literally doing it this way, there's no way to kill you. There we are. Now we're on ground level. Now we're sneaking up close. Oh, you say it was pretty quiet. I have a rule. Never ever use the quiet word. Right, so now what I need... Apparently that's enough to hide me. That seems a bit unlikely to me.
Good. I'm in. This place looks like some sort of dig site. If I can find whoever's giving the orders around here, I can figure out what they're up to.
Okay, into the shadows. Ah, so that's a rebel champion. Okay. Let them come to me. Ah, so in a group of test subjects, make sure everything works. So it's like Link's action. Yeah. I've been in that group, the test group, control group, all that kind of thing. Right. Yeah, here they come. Nope. You're not close enough. I need you to come into the reeds.
Halt, Outlander! We stay alert!
Okay.
Ancient key. Wonder what it opens.
So there we are. So that's the rebel leader killed. I killed him by stealth. Reminds me of the old Tenchu games. Live by honor, kill by stealth. Ah, so one of the questions was badly worded and caused problems, did it, Avian? I've had that myself on modules for training before.
We're coming for you!
Stay down. Thanks. Stay down. I'm leaving a trail of corpses, and you'll know me by the trail of the dead, said Aloy, because reasons. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna loot all your shit. This isn't quite Batman, but not far off.
Can't be long until I find your trail.
Then find my trail. Come on.
You ready for me? Hey?
Yes, I am. Right, where are the rest of you? Come on, surely you're all not that afraid of me, are you? Then again, you should be. You should be terrified of me because I picked you all off. I've killed your leader, and now I'm coming for all of you. So the focus is not giving me anything. If there are enemies here... Ah, nope, that's just animals. Where are they? Where are they hiding? Maybe they're deeper in. And if they are, that's fine. I'll just come and find them. Ah, there's some caches, which is not as much of a surprise, to be honest. Ah, hang on. There's one down here somewhere. Let's find him. This is very sneaky. It's important to sneak.
Bunker. Is this what they were trying to get to?
Okay, I've got a key.
It's locked. Maybe this key I found will open it.
Okay, it looks like I found a way in.
Let's see what these rebels are so intent on protecting.
What's the word?
Where are my rocks? That didn't work very well.
False alarm. Call it off. Already stayed and check everything. No respect.
Come on. Turn around.
I guess we scared them off. Okay.
That should have got their attention. This rebel camp is being very awkward in this final point because there's no real cover. You just gotta hope for the best by aiming. And picking off slowly. Have I just found the glitch where it resets every time? Okay, he's dead.
This looks like some sort of storage facility. Another one of these.
That was disappointing. This seems to have no reaction at all.
Engineers and operatives, return immediately to First Forge. Clearly, none of you are competent enough to deal with that blasted Nora. So we'll continue to work where she can't get to us. And in the unlikely event that she does, I'll have the pleasure of dealing with her personally. I wish you luck, Savior of Meridian.
Sarah has a base. If I can find it, I can put an end to the Sons of Prometheus. Well, let's see what else is in here.
So, yes, it seems that we found a mysterious base that belongs to the Sons of Prometheus. We now have a way to find them. Oh, there's more there. What's this? It's a map. Oh, don't do that. Read it.
These scrolls are filled with weapon schematics. Different versions of the same thing. None of them complete.
Yep, Aloy unalive them. Absolutely, one of my favourite quotes from Deadpool. We'll sleep with the fishes, we'll K-word them, we'll unalive them. A power cell. I remember those from the first game, power cells.
Experimenting with old world power cells. There's a whole stockpile of them in here. So the sons of Prometheus were trying to build weapons based on ancient technology. They must have helped Silence make the one that killed that Zenith. Well, whatever it is. It uses these power cells. But it doesn't look like they figured it out. Yet. If I destabilize that cell, the explosion would start a chain reaction and take the bunker with it. No bunker, no power cells, no new weapons.
Okay.
I'll only have a few seconds to get out of here before this blows. Time to run! I don't think these guys will be making any scary new weapons now.
Oh.
Snow crunch under my boots.
So there we go. We have defeated the rebel camp. So now it's time to go and loot everybody. Because we have earned that by killing as many of them as we could.
So the rebels have been digging up old world scrap. But for what? Okay. I need...
Oh. That's convenient. My stash is here now. This is a great strategy if you can for resupplying. You can see now I'm fully resupplied again.
Find a Sarah's hideout. First forge. Maybe Erin can help me figure out where she would set up camp.
That's disappointing. All those barrels and no reward. Workbench, and I can do some upgrades. Ooh, nice. Got so many weapons I can upgrade, it's just a matter of doing it. So I've got that one equipped, so I'm going to upgrade it. I can also upgrade my outfits. Oh, I can upgrade this one. Oh no, I can't. I'm missing Sunwind's Shieldcaster. Boo. That's annoying. I need to find more equipment in order to be able to upgrade my armour. My armour's totally not good enough. Let's get some ammo equipped. Looks like we're fully ammoed up, so that's great. And the save point. Excellent. Good news. Now, Zoe did get something that she wanted to discuss with me back at base, so I might go back there in a minute to complete that mission. Involving the bringing back the land gods. But first, I have loot to recover. I killed these enemies. I worked hard for it. I'm getting my loot. You all in the comments would agree with me. You'd all do the same. Hell, there's people in the comments who probably do things so others can look after the fish for them. I know I would. I think that's as far as I'm going to go here. So let's get back to the fire so I can save and then fast travel. I'm a great believer in finding loot. I mean, it's just going to get left. It's going to get left alone otherwise, isn't it? I don't want to leave it for somebody else to find. Get all the shiny stuff because you swear you're a magpie, have you? Nah, you just got an appreciation for fine things. Now, we are supposed to go on to the next point now, which is where Demeter is. However, I'm not going to do that one just yet. I'm going to very, very quickly go back to base. Because what I want to do is I want to talk to Zoe. You're educated. Mine.
I see you, champion. Sit. Please.
Oh, you got
You'll miss out on a good trade.
you got a rumour for me, do you? Go on then. Let's listen to it.
I hear that Oseram caravan down south is settling in nicely in our territory, bringing in all kinds of supplies from no man's land. They'd better hope our commander doesn't decide to supply them with a swift death instead.
I'm sure there's more important things on your commander's mind. Maybe I should check up on Porgif and his crew.
If you need
See
a
what they're up
merchant,
to.
here I am.
Yeah, so right now I don't need a merchant. What I need is some equipment. Then again, I suppose if you sell any actual, any useful stuff that I'm looking for. Yeah, they might have some of the things I need, which will make things easier. Yeah, see, aside from a couple of, ooh, hello. Now you've got my interest. A very big acid bow. I will buy that. As for equipping it, yeah, so I have a couple of other machine bows.
Safe travels, champion.
Ah, so I've got 2 hunter bows. Right, I need to change that then. No, that's all I wanted to do, but that is, I wanted to very quickly. Where is my sharp shot bow? Okay. Yep, perfect. I want to talk to Zoe at the base. And if I go back to base, I might be able to even upgrade these weapons.
Is it me or
did the old ones just look funny?
Yeah, no worries. If you got a BRB, that's absolutely fine. Can I do any of these? Doesn't look like it. I've not got the parts that I need. So I mean, red. Yeah, I'm missing a few. I swear you need a guide rule so you got these with you so you have an idea as to what you need. It'll make it smoother, easier to understand. Ah, there we are. Use the workbench, some weapon upgrades. As I thought, the Vanguard Hunter Bow is one I can upgrade. Oh damn, that needs a lot to level up. There's one showing us I'm on. No, it's just that one. Boo. Fine, it's done. I need to go hunting animals so I can get the pouches up. That's something I'll need to do off stream. I'm not doing that on stream. That would be very, very boring. Very, very tedious. What's this way? Oh, that's the way out. Figures. I wonder what that quest was, and it's telling us to go and find the third part of Gaia. Well, for now, I want to talk to Zoe. And then I'll talk to the others afterwards.
Aloy,
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
The Zenith did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from. Like you've done here, for us. Maybe one day, more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice.
A museum. Not a museum, a museum. But of course, this is how many centuries in the future? The idea of a museum is lost on them.
Varl looks pretty focused.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the earth. Like a heart, beating with the life of the world. As always, the cycle can be found in even the most unlikely of places. Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explosions happen underwater.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh no, we're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh,
That bad, huh?
why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw. But she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
I don't know, sorry to say this, Zoe, but you're well out of your class. If any of you have played the original Horizon Zero Dawn, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Now that you have those control cores, are you ready to reboot the land gods in Plainsong?
Not yet. Gaia told me the reboot code has to be altered using data from the cores. She updated my focus with software to accomplish this task, but apparently it's very complicated. It'll take time.
Well, let me know if you need any help.
I will.
I think that's that one, so let's go.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
Right, let's speak to Val. Not talk to him in a while. And then after that we'll talk to Erend as well. I also want to go back to the very first town because there's something I want to do I've not done before.
It's good to see you.
Just thought I'd check in.
Oh wow, there's a lot to discuss here. Let's talk about Rost.
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The sacred lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
I thought the game had locked up then for a second. Let's talk about the Zeniths.
It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding. Any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet.
It's an angle you're going to explore eventually, Aloy. For now, know your place. Well, he'd say something like that, wouldn't he? But I don't think that's a very good voice of Sylens. I'll try my best. He has that kind of very deep, distrusting kind of voice. The one where you're never quite sure if he's going to stab you in the back or give you a layup to survive.
What do you make of this Tilda that Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe. It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
Oh, it's talking about plushies, and I have way too many plushies. I've got an entire shelf in the corner over there, you can't see it, but I've got like my Tombury, my Cactua, Monokuma, Amy, and a few others up there. And of course, when it comes to plush toys, there's no more plush than Pikachu. The most huggable thing in the world.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them.
More to come.
How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
Poor Aaron. He seems to be treated like the guy who knows nothing.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe and Aaron tried to beat each other up.
I might have heard something about that.
Aaron made some jokes about the Utaru, called them twigs or something like that. She challenged him to a sparring match. Turns out that Utaru speed is a pretty good match for Oseram brawn. Things ended in a stalemate. Now they spar once in a while to see if they can break it.
Well, let me know how it goes.
Aloy's like, yeah, just don't break anything.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
Right, let's go and talk to Aaron then, since we've heard how much brawn he's got.
Hey, Aloy. Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just here to regroup for a bit.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
I found out more about the Sons of Prometheus. They definitely have a base. It's a place called First Forge. We just have to find it.
First Forge? All right, that's it then. I know where that is.
You found one of them? A Sons of Prometheus operative?
He was posing as a Delver, but my focus locked onto his. When he saw me coming, he ran. I caught up with him. He tried to crush his focus, but there was still data on it. A bunch of locations and coordinates. One of them was called First Forge. I didn't know what it meant until now.
Nice.
Nice job.
You know me. Ancient tech expert.
Send me those coordinates, okay?
Now hold on, Aloy. I'm coming with you. Asera is the last of a line of killers that murdered Ursa. And I need to be there when she goes down.
Of course. Send me the location and I'll call you when I'm close.
All right then.
She'll call you when she's close. It doesn't mean they will be alive when she calls you.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those 2 lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
That's robophobic.
What else have you been studying with your focus?
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Morland guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
His crew knows how to handle themselves. Mostly.
Right.
Are you playing that board game I keep seeing everywhere?
Oh, you mean Strike? Yeah, I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things. Yeah, it's a Tanakh game. I thought about playing Katalo, but what if he tries to kill me if I win?
I think you're safe.
Yeah, I don't know. Heard a lot of things about that tribe.
So that's the reason why I wanted to go back to one of the first areas. I wanted to go and play a game of Struck. So I meant to do it on stream a long time ago and I haven't done it.
Smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time.
Aloy's like, I'm on the clock. No, I
I
can't.
should get going.
Back to reading, I guess. You be careful out there.
I'm loving how these guys just get to stand around reading all day while I'm the one out there trying to killing like machines and everything else. I'm like, guys, throw me a bone here.
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
There are. Oh, nice. Okay.
The other ones like to dance.
Well, they didn't have two left feet like I do.
I could teach you.
Okay, so going back to the outside world, because what I want to do is get to a campfire, save my game, and then fast travel. So first of all, campfire. Well, that's just...
It always seems quieter when it snows.
Don't let the pretty landscapes fool you. It's deadly out here.
Yeah, I know. I've been fighting in rebel outposts and killing machines and climbing mountains and falling into lava pits because I'm too much of an idiot when it comes to being able to navigate inside cauldrons. Yes, you were all there. You all saw it. Now, where I want to go is... Yeah, I'm missing a tool there. Right, let's go into Chain Scrape. This is where I want to go, actually. We're going all the way back to the first area, people. It was a bit of a Darth Aloy moment, but at least he came back. Aloy didn't. Yeah. Interesting. I've got a speech bubble down here. I wonder what's going on. Oh, it's Petra, the she-one.
Look who's back.
No
So what's
one wants to
new?
play strike.
Aloy machine
No?
hunter.
Anyone.
How are the refugees doing?
They keep to themselves mostly, but they have food and shelter. Some even found work around town. Good thinking giving them that Stormbird heart.
I'm glad it helped. I hope they can get back on their feet.
I'll keep checking up on them.
Then they'll be just fine. I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. And thanks to your handiwork, I got my hands full getting this place into shape.
I guess you found the right place.
Guess I did.
These two have got like the... It's not quite a bromance, but not far off. It's kind of cool.
Has Tolland been giving the refugees any trouble?
Nah. His shop got closed down not long after Ulvin got the boot. So, he cleared out of town. Took his goons with him, too. Good riddance, I say.
The concession decree Ulvin wanted, what was it exactly? And how would it have helped him?
Big old pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would have put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would have meant that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvin had a stake in all those claims, it would have made him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would have become an Oseram municipality, so he could have bought enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Almost got away with it, too.
If it weren't for you pesky kids! Sorry, I'm gonna have to. I deserve that one. That was a very bad joke.
I'll see you around, Petra.
Until next time.
That was a very bad joke. I deserve that one. Right. I wanted to see what this exactly is.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set. A Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
So, this is I'm guessing it's a minigame. It's a better not be as infuriating as Puzzle Boy. Right, well, since I've no idea how the game works, I'm guessing we're going to have to go with a beginner's tutorial. Right, okay. Looks like it's two...
Alright, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health.
This looks like chess.
Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward.
No, I want to move it there.
And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
So I can even move diagonal forward. Oh, it's not letting me do it. It won't let me put it anywhere else. Come on. Yeah, maybe that's it. It's time to duel. Maybe.
Easy enough, huh?
Ah.
Now, you get to move 2 machines each round. So go ahead and pick a second machine.
And it's telling me I can only go there. Right, I was getting confused. I'm like, what's going on?
Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn.
I place my card face down and end my turn.
We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first.
So let me get this straight.
Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my machines. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the two machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Yep, sounds simple enough.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean.
Let's give it a try.
That's about it for your turn then.
Yep.
Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points.
So attack from behind.
On the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine.
Oh, right. That's interesting. If you press R1 and L1, you can actually alternate the camera angles. So you can almost do it from the side as well. That's a bit interesting. It's especially interesting with these ones where you get to see like the side of Aloy's model. That's really... I don't know what the point of that is, but it's kind of cool. Now you see, if I had my way, I'd just use
now let that machine have it.
I'd just use Exodia. That's what I'd do.
Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing.
Yeah, because
overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean.
It's because literally we'll end the match.
Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're going to receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget. These are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor. Though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players.
So essentially we've got
If you feel like playing
a version of like 3D
I've got
chess.
plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
You're one step closer to mastering the game Machine Strike. Anyway, let's take a look at the terrain and knockback tutorial. Here we go.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet.
Ah, so this is where you got
This
different
time I'll tell you
terrains.
how to use a board's terrain to your advantage. This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike.
Waterland, snow.
Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out.
What I'm playing here is very similar to an old PlayStation 1 RPG that I've wanted to do a Let's Play of for a while. And you can do it in one day. Because even with an exploit, you can beat it in like 9 to 10 hours. And it's a game called Vandal Hearts, which was an old tactical RPG from the PlayStation 1. This is pretty much what this is. It's a tactical RPG.
There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack.
Water.
Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine.
I imagine water's going to be one of the most powerful.
Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it. Which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha! See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you.
Anyone who's played Final Fantasy VII Intergrade with the bonus chapter, how does this compare to what you can play in that game?
Right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are two other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left.
So basically you want me to handicap my own machine here?
See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
Yeah, Fort Defender, as you say. Oh, I like it. It's quite an interesting style.
Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece. A dash type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know.
Okay, then let's play one. Let's just see how bad we do. Let's give it a try. So it costs 2 saddle points of 10 apparently.
Let's play. come up. That's it for me. I got a tough fight ahead of me. Time to make my move. Time to get serious. One less piece on the board.
Yay!
That's the game. You up for a rematch?
Yeah, I am actually. So the marshland, that was the problem. It was the marshland. That's cool.
Here we go.
Ah, so I'm getting to start this time. Okay.
Your move, Red.
Okay.
My turn. Your turn.
Right, okay.
You got me down to one piece. I am impressed. That was brutal.
That's not what I do. Just let me move again. I don't want to move again. I want to end my turn. Why can't I end my turn? I don't want to overcharge. I want to end my turn.
Okay, let's see. Board's all yours.
Yeah, I know it is. Alright, so Gaming 4 saying got crushed 3 in a row versus guy in next town last night. Do you mean next town on this game? And then Tally Wells saying that you actually get to move twice. Ah, that explains it. Now I understand. I was getting a bit confused. I'm like, what's going on here? That's weird. Because I've never played this mode before. I understand. I have a rough idea of it. It's just being able to do enough damage. Right. Okay.
You're up, Red. Now that was a game, even if I lost.
Yay, I actually got a victory. That's amazing.
Come back anytime, Red.
And that's an errand, is it? That makes sense. That's kind of cool. I'll have to spend some time doing that at some point, a bit more understanding of it. But for now, I want to save my game. Because I've got a victory on the board. I've actually managed to achieve something tonight, people. So miracles have happened here. I've done something on my own. But as I say, awesome to see you guys in there. Tellywell Gaming 4500. Thank you very much for the comments. Yeah, it's an interesting game. It seems a bit counterintuitive that when you down to your last place, you get double movement, especially when you're in a place where you want to save. That's really annoying. I can imagine if you bite yourself into a corner and then you get told you've got to move again and the only thing around you is marshland or chasms. That'd be really, really irritating. But I digress. We've made it out there. Let's get back into the main quest. So we're going to go all the way out towards the next part. And I have a campfire out here. Perfect. I'm a bit surprised that she left a piece facing a point where there was a higher area behind her. Bit of a dumb mistake, that. When we said that, she might have been out of hers. Right, so it's time to go and find Demeter, and it's in this direction apparently. There we are, make sure we don't break our legs. Amy, you say you gave up when you started to sound like more complicated chess. I mean, back in the day, I used to play games like Final Fantasy Tactics and Vandal Hearts, but I've not played anything like those for a very, very long time. Looks like we've still got to go all the way through here. Okay. And that looks like a place that I can't climb. Alright, can I sneak around the side of it? Yes, I can, I think. What stupid place to put a load of trees in the forest? Of all the places, come on. No, what do you mean I can't go? Oh, are you kidding? I can't get through that, people.
This'll break my fall.
I can't get through that gap. That is one of the worst invisible walls I've ever seen. Look at the state of this. I've got no way through. I hate it when games do that. It's so annoying. It's like, okay, if you really want me to walk around, I'll walk around. Well, at least that was the plan, but it looks like there's a fishnet in the way. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's see if we can get back into the shelter and might as well camp. And then go back to the map to see exactly how we get to Demeter. Or, well, it's pronounced as in the game. It keeps getting pronounced as Demeter for some reason. Looks like lots across the sea. Question is, can I get over there safely?
Wonder how long these gusts can keep it up.
I get the feeling I'm not going to be able to swim too far out here because of the fact that the water's getting quite choppy. I thought she just swam through that wave then. It didn't move her at all. What's underwater down here? Oh, I like the noise. I like the actual echo of the rolling waves. And there's something down there that I can't get to, which is annoying. It's nice that a game gives you the option to just swim without having to worry about oxygen meters when you get the aqualung. It's a nice idea. Oh, underwater enemies. Who's nearby? Because whoever it is, I don't want to fight them. I don't have any underwater weapons. going out onto the other side of the island. I feel like I'm exploring Alcatraz here, actually. I wonder if that's what this is meant to be. No, no climbing point there. Props to Aloy for swimming out as far as she has in these tides. I can do maybe 10 meters before I'm completely out of puff and I'm sinking. What was that? It said catch something. I just missed the option to catch something. It said catch, but it had gone by the time I could realise what it was. That's really irritating. Is this the wall that never ends? It feels like it. Oh, well, there might be some land on the other side. I think we're making progress. Ah, so I missed the option to catch a fish queen. Right, that's what I did. I knew it said catch something. I wonder what it was. So now we're on land. We're back on dry land, people. Question is, can we use it to get in anywhere? Sorry, Pelican, but I'm afraid I need your meat. Why'd the game suddenly cut? That makes no sense. So we're on another continent by the sound of things. Yes, we are. Very eerie sound.
I detect you are in the vicinity of a cauldron on the coast. You may be able to acquire more machine overrides from its core. I have marked the location on your focus display.
Thanks, Gaia.
Thank you for that, Gaia. You give us a cauldron to explore. Which is going to be up there. Cool. Okay. But in the interim, what I need to do now is get onto the road so I can find Demeter. Well, Demeter. However it's pronounced. Oh, hello. Look what I've just found. Hidden deep in the Forbidden West. First Forge is here too. But what I don't see is a campfire. So I'm not willing to face it until I find a campfire. This is eerily quiet. There's no machines, there's no hunters. There's nothing. There's a big fat nothing so far. I can't see a damn thing because of the camera. The game is saying do not try and leave the path. If you do, you are going to be killed. Yeah, so that's where they're based. Ah, there is a campfire on the way to Demeter. Let's go and find that campfire. And apparently there's machines out here. Yes, there they are. Oh, there's 3 of them together. That's really irritating. And what I don't see is any cover. Running isn't going to help. My idea is simple. Let that one go away, and then I'll be able to sneak up on it and capture it. Because I want to mount to make things much easier. That was almost like Jurassic Park. Clever girl. Okay, you can get out of alert mode, Mal. You can get out of alert mode so I can overtake you. The lack of cover here is quite irritating, but with any luck... Ah, gotcha. There you go. That'll make things a bit faster now. Be able to navigate without having to mess around. Sometimes the charges don't turn direction as fast as you'd like, so you end up almost going off script, I would say. And that wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay. Ah. I'm there to myself. Where's the campfire? It's right in front of me. So the question is, do we go on to Demeter, or do we go back and take on the final part of these hunters? I quite like the idea of taking down First Forge. Especially as there's an unknown campfire on the way. Can I climb the mountain? Yes I can. Let's go up rather than across.
You get a strong color on this.
Up it goes. Yep, perfect. Doesn't want to grab it for some reason. She doesn't want to grab hold of the mountain and climb it. She's not in the mood to go free climbing. Have you seen how high up it is? I don't really blame her, to be honest. It is a pretty high climb. Especially when that can happen to you. That's inconvenient. Right, okay. Yeah, there's no way she's climbing there, which is annoying. Aha. Excellent, okay. You can climb. Yep, there's plenty of handholds there. Get to it. I wouldn't direct say I want to do this for real, by the way. There's plenty of handholds. Get climbing. Nah, that's not how it works. But because this is a game, I can do pretty much whatever I like. Ah, okay. So we're in a safe zone here by the looks of it. It's a nice expansive world they've given Forbidden West. I know a lot of people have been talking about the expansive world that they get in Elden Ring. I've not played that yet. And I'm not really likely to, because the gameplay looks a bit too slow for me. Something about it just doesn't quite tick my boxes. Though a colleague at work today was saying that they didn't think it was their kind of game and they've got absolutely addicted to it. So I might be giving it an unfair rap.
Can't let the cold distract me.
Yeah, not when there's enemies with bows and machines. We don't want to be giving them an advantage. And I know it's in that direction, but I'm trying to see if the ridge will take me above them. Because if it does, I'd rather go over the... Oh. Oh, that's annoying. That is really annoying. Are they storm birds or not? That's the key question. I can't find out as it is. So...
Plasma's wasted against that machine.
There's the sun wings. Could really do with some cover here. Yes, I've just scanned an extra powerful version of a machine. I know. What I want is to get some cover so I can take them down from a distance. And I don't think I'm going to find too much luck on that front. What? How did that miss? Oh, I must be out of range. Okay. One way to test that. I've got all my weapons and get my sharp shot bow. I've already got it equipped. Yes. They're in range, which is a good thing. Okay. You can get out of alert mode now. I'm not willing to enter First Forge while we've got these things knocking around. Not willing to do it. Whatever you're doing, it's not going to work. I've got a huge mound of rock in the way. It's not going away, is it?
Someone left an axe in that tree.
Okay, they left an axe in the tree. Sucks be to them, I guess. Right, it hit something, but it didn't hit a machine. Come on, will you kindly just go away? This is unfortunately one of the issues. You just got to be patient, and it very much is like a hunting simulator. You just got to wait for the prey to go away. But eventually, you will get your reward. Those arrows seem to pass through it, and I don't know why. They seem to just like go through the exoskeleton armor. Very strange. It's got because I missed it. I've obviously hit a gap and it's just gone through the gap, because it just makes no sense to have a certain type of arrow not be able to pierce the enemy. That seems ludicrous. Okay, this might be a very boring strategy. If I shoot it again, it's going to come on full alert, see me and attack me. But by doing this, I can sit back, I can wait, let the bar tick down like it's doing now, and then with any luck, shoot it again. Aloy's taking a leaf out of my book. Don't come closer. Aloy would be correct. And so this is a cowardly, lengthy, cheap strategy. 3 words that probably sum me up quite well, so why are you all surprised? Yep, that's fine. That one missed it. And say, for whatever reason, it can't see me. You'd think it'd see the arrow constantly hitting its center mass in a certain direction, but I'm not a machine who hunts people, so I can't say. Oh no, that hurts it. Was that a death? Did I finish it?
Purge water ammo will make this easier.
No, we're going to purge water, right, okay. Oh, damn it. I had to prepare to try and take a headshot. Okay. I've got its attention. We'll start again. Ah, so it's just standing on a rock and you basically you wasted your ammo. Where basically it wouldn't come any closer to you. It's crazy, isn't it? How these strategies sometimes work out. I shot it in the eye. Oh, 7 damage. That was rubbish. That was rubbish. This is the cheap strategy. How did I miss that? Answer, because I'm not very good. I wonder if I can get it close enough to attack it. Yeah, the fire apex. Purge water seems to be the way to kill these enemies. I'm just trying to see if I can get it to the point where I might be able to drop down and kill it. Oh dear. It looks like it saw me. Okay. This is interesting. My idea is to try and get it close enough so I can lose it. And if I can lose it, I might be in position to be able to drop down onto its head and take it down for a critical shot. Unfortunately, it's not quite working. Yeah, it's going to notice you when you stood up. I kind of didn't think that one through. I kind of got that wrong. I thought, why is it seeing me? And I just noticed that Aloy was stood up and I'm like, ah. Yeah, that'll do it. Is that out of range? Must be. Either it's out of range or I missed. In fact, I'm putting my money on the miss, to be honest. That's right. Keep looking. I thought I could shoot it through the crowd, but through the grass, but I just didn't have the angle. Okay, now I've made it mad. Still, I've got it closer, and that's a good thing. I'm not sure if I've got anything that's purge water. That's ice rather than purge water. I think the only purge water weapon I've got is a really crap catapult, and I don't like them. They're so inaccurate. Yeah, so I mean, they're all... Yeah, none of them are that useful.
I know something's up.
Hang on a second. Now it must be out of range.
Used it all up.
Well, if you're going to stay there and take my shots, then that's fine. There we are. Got it. It's dead. I mean, don't ask me. I don't have a clue what that's about. Right, meanwhile, this axe here, what's all this about?
This axe is cold. Who left it here? I should check for a trail with my focus.
Okay, looks like we've found a trail here. Ah. How fluent typical. Another one.
It's almost like it can catch the sunlight. Probably a fast flyer too.
How's it not seeing me? I'm not complaining, but how's it not seeing me? Okay, this could be quite tedious, people. I'm sorry to say. How are you not seeing me? And how is this even strategy even allowed? How has this not been thought of in terms of being covered off? The only problem is it just takes forever. And it's annoying, but you know, it works at least. I could do this all night, by the way. I know it's not very riveting viewing viewers, and I do apologise, but I'm not fighting it one-on-one. I'm not giving it a fair fight. You have to accept in life that you can't give everything a fair fight. And you think every time it's gone back to that perch has been shot, it wouldn't stay there? Maybe it's just me, but if I was being shot, from the same spot, I wouldn't go back to it. I'd be like, yeah, I'm not staying here anymore. This is clearly dangerous. But this thing is quite happy to become my pincushion. You say you do the same, eh, Queen? In terms of a strategy, it works. That's the key thing. It might be dull, it might be tedious, it might be repetitive, but it works. I mean, the AI is good if you're actually in a brawl and the enemies surround you, but if you get to the point where you're picking them off, you can just keep doing it ad nauseum for some reason. That's how I didn't even use concentrate, which is kind of useful. As I said before when I was doing the Persona 3 streams, this is just me equalising the playing field. And I think that's killed it.
Stuff for the stash.
So that's one. How many more are there? That's the question. Ah, hello. I see you, even if you're not wanting to come through. Weak versus lightning. Okay, that's useful.
No ammo left.
you. There's at least one more out here somewhere. There we go. Again, not a fair fight, but it did the job. And that's all I care about. Looks like there's a hunter's cabin up here by the looks of it.
If the Banuk can survive freezing, so can I. This place has seen better days.
Okay, where'd the trail end? Is it just me or does the trail end here? But I don't see it ending at anything in particular. Or am I just blind? And the answer is probably me just being blind. Yeah, 'cause that's the way I've come. The smart one is on the cave, but I don't see the track leading there. And there's definitely nothing at the cabin. You see, he could have gone up there. Well, I say he. There's no guarantee it is a he. He's not gone down the waterfall.
A carved figure. Looks like some kind of war god.
Okay, there's a nice Easter egg for you people. I've just found a war god. I'm not sure who that's meant to resemble, but that one's obvious. We all know who that's meant to be. Is that what up here was all about? Finding the statue of Kratos? Because if it was, that seems like a bizarre ending. But the axe makes sense, actually, I suppose. Because the axe in the thing, and it mentioned it being cold, Norse god. That explains it. That explains the axe being frozen. Meanwhile, I spy some rather big loot here. I'll take that. That's awesome. You found that one hilarious, did you, Queen? Well, so did I. I liked it. It was cool. Right, well, I've not got time to start the rebel camp, so we're going to go back to base. Well, at least our little manhunt has ended with a rather nice little bonus feature. High up in the mountains, we found the shadow of Kratos. God of War Ragnarok confirmed, or something. And well, even though it's a bit of an unusual place to end, that's where we're going to call it for tonight, purely because anything I start now will take too long. But we are going to be back on Friday evening, where we're hopefully going to take down First Forge, and as well, get close to the Demeter, so we can get Gaia back online. So we're going to be back Friday evening, 8 PM GMT, for more of this. But until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And good night.